supposed to be sad trying to do what's right in his eyes. Unless you ready for the hellfire where the worms never die and the fire's never quenched. I ain't found nobody that's ready to burn their finger, one finger at a time, next finger at a time, next one, burn their hand, burn their arm. I mean, come on. It say the fire's never going to be quenched, people. You don't want to go there. You ain't ready for that. You got a spiritual body for you. And that spiritual body must be to the point where you suffer, where he destroy it and then bring it back again. That's the only thing I can think of. Listen. Jeremiah 16:13. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other idols day and night. Here we are, these religions that we have, where I will not show you favor. And we sure have had no favor. Not coming over here in captivity, slavery, and bondage. You know, if you understand, some people, this is their consolation right now. This is their heaven. This is their heaven. They making all the money. They bowing down to certain things that they're doing. And they know they're doing rituals. They know they masons. They doing all kind of Easter stars. They doing all kind of madness. Witchcraft, sorcery. They involved in everything wicked. For money. For lucre's sake. That's why this is their heaven right now. This is our hell, the true Israelites, but this is their heaven. 2/3 of our people, they're going to die. They're going to vanish, as it is written. Look at Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, 26th verse. Deuteronomy 4:26. So I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. You hear that? It happened to us. That's why you look at in the book of Daniel's. Daniel's 9 and 11. Daniel's 9 and 11. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law. Thy is yours. Say, all Israel have transgressed the law of the Most High. Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem, upon the children of Israel. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before the Most High our power, that we might turn from our iniquity and understand thy truth. So you say understand thy truth. I must bring it because I've been saying it. Let me read it to you. Understand thy truth. What is it saying there? Because most people look at that and they don't really understand the importance of what it's saying there. Psalms 119, 142. Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Thy law, his law, the Most High's law, is the truth. Okay? It's very important that we see this. Daniel 7 and 21. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them. And this horns means power. And the power that we under now is under the so-called white man. He made war with the saints. Who are the saints? The children of Israel. The children of Israel. That's why when you look at Revelation 12 and 12, there's a spiritual war against us because we got next. But if you're not in the spirit, then you just rolling around dealing with things. You wonder why sometimes things don't work out for you because you're not in the spirit of understanding what this is all about. Revelation 12 and 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe means destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto thee. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." So the devil gonna come down upon you, having great wrath, because he know he got a short time. Verse 17, "And the dragon, who is the devil, who is Satan, who is Esau, who is the serpent, the beast," all of them the same. They all red. "And the dragon was wrought with the woman." The woman represents Israel. We read Jeremiah 6 and 2. The Most High is likened the daughters of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So the dragon was wrought with the woman. So the devil going to be wrath, as he just said. He coming out with much wrath because he know that he have a short time. He going to be mad and angry with Israel and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. So everybody not keeping the commandments of the Most High. Everybody not keeping the law of the Most High. The main people in the church, they talk they're not under the law, so they ain't think about no laws, statute, commandments. That's the furthest thing from their mind. That's why they say we're not under the law. But everybody say grace. Quick, fast, in a hurry, like the Most High owed them something. You better hear what he's saying. We have a power that's all love. But we just read how he create evil too. Once again, go back to Daniel 7:21. "I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints." So this horn is dealing with the Edomite nation coming into power and making war with the saints. Who are the saints? The children of Israel. How we prove that? Psalms 50 and 5. We defining who the saints are. They're going to make war with the saints. Who are the saints? Psalms 50 and 5. "Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice." So the saints are the people that made a covenant with the Most High by sacrificing animals for what? The atonement of our sins. Psalms 105 and 8 to 10. Now we're looking at who this covenant was made to. Psalms 105 and 8. We defining who the saints are. He have remembered his covenant forever. Remember this, "Gather my saints together unto me, those who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice." Say, it says, he have remembered his covenant forever. The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations. Which covenant, that's a contract or agreement, he made with Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. And we are the 12 tribes of Israel. And the last one, Psalms 148:14. Defining who the saints are. Psalms 148:14. He also exalted the horn, which means the power of his people. His is a personal or possessive pronoun showing ownership. The praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. There it is. A people near unto him. Praise ye the Most High. Hallelujah. So, that's what we're looking at, people. So going back to Daniel's. And we get understanding through the precepts. I mean, I want to make sure that we understand this, why I'm going to different scriptures, so you understand why I'm going to define certain words or certain phrases or certain sentences, certain scriptures that's in the Bible. And we're going to look at Isaiah 28. And we're going to read verse 9. It says, whom, Isaiah 28 and 9, whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Meaning you're not a baby. You're not a novice, in other words. For precept must be upon precept. Precept upon precept. Line upon line, line upon line, here a little, and there a little. It's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. That's why I say you got to go here, and you got to go there. And that's what we're doing. And getting the understanding of these scriptures that we're going over right now. Daniel 7 and 21 again. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints. The same power made war with the saints, and prevailed against them. They're gonna prevail against us until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possess the kingdom. Now this is the true good news gospel right there. It said the Ancient of Days cometh, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Sounds good to me. I love it. I don't know how y'all feel about it. It makes me happy to know that we have something to work toward. And do our best to make it. Look, when you look at Revelation 17, it says, I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, and the 10 horns, which is the EEC, the European Economic Community, or the European Community, which thou sawest, are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. The beast dealing with superpower of earth today, America. It says, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. When it come down to all of them being together to prepare to fight Hamashiach Yahushua. You can read that. That's in the Apocrypha. They all in one mind. It tells you in 2 Ezra 13. Mind you, they ain't forgot about us, because you know we got next, so therefore you already said what they're gonna do to us. So that's why you have to be in the spirit of the Most High to avoid all this. Remember, 2/3 of our people, they're gonna get it. And they come against the ones that do have it. Someone's gonna be a many martyrs of we that keep the commandments. 2 Ezra is the 13th chapter. This is Mashiach Yahushua coming back to deliver us, coming back to this earth. It says, I'm gonna start at verse 8. Get right to the point. It says, because I don't go through the whole thing. It says, you can read the whole chapter yourself. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. Let me read verse 5. So, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, out of number from the four winds of the earth. That's from the four corners of the earth. All nations, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Okay? Verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together, all the armies, the navy, the marines, and the air force gonna come together. Of all these nations, they all gonna come together like they got their space station out there in the sky. All of them together with that project, ready to fight Mashiach Yahushua. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet does fight. They're going to fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Okay? Now let's go back to Revelations, the 17th chapter. Verse 13. Revelation 17 and 13. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So they all going to be together with one mind. These shall make war with the Lamb. Go right along with it. All these nations get together to make war with a Mashiach Yahushua. And the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is power of powers and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Now, let's go back to how he's going to do it. 2nd Ezra 13 and 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. Ezra said, what did he say next? When I saw this, I was afraid. He's seeing his vision as we reading about it. That's why he's coming to deliver the children of Israel and to set up a righteous kingdom for himself. So going back, Daniel's 7 and 21. And I beheld, and the same horn, same power made war with the saints. Gonna make war with us. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came, that the saints possessed the kingdom. That's right. That's why it says in verse 18, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That's right. Verse 27, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, 1/3, mind you, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Serve and obey the Most High under the rulership of a Mashiach Yahushua. But what's up with our people? Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. My people, Most High said, are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law. Read it again. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. And this is what happened. This is the condition that we're in now, because we have been disenfranchised from who we are as a people, as the children of Israel. Being told that we don't have to follow the Most High's laws. That's why we destroy for lack of knowledge. And the priests, the ones that that have been over us, have not taught us the Most High's laws. They tell them that you're not under His law, but you got to follow the law of the land. So they tell you that the so-called white man's laws, or whatever country you're in as an Israelite, is more important than following the Most High's laws, being righteous. That's how you righteous. He's righteous and everlasting righteousness. Thy law is the truth. That's how you become righteous, when you follow what He says. He got rules and regulations. Like the law of the land had rules and regulations. The law, statutes, commandments of the Most High is rules and regulations. You can tell me you have to follow what He says to do? That makes sense. That's why He said, saying thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, our power, I will also forget thy children. So I'm also forget your children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. What's sin? Let's get it. 1 John 3 and 4. They sinned against the Most High. What's sin? This is what they believe in the New Testament. 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. For sin, S-I-N, is the transgression of the law. So it's right here defining itself where, in what they believe in mostly, because they don't know that Hamashiach Abishai come in the volume of the book. They only know him from Matthew to I say Jude, because they don't know Revelations. Ooh, that's hocus pocus to them. Or something, you know, they're afraid of that. And they're afraid of the Old Testament, to understand that it's talking to the children of Israel. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. Going back to Hosea 4 and 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. And He did that. He did that to us. He changed our glory into shame, man. We just sad, man. We as the men are the glory of Mashiach Yahushua, and our women are our glory, man. He turned our women into shame. Look at our women now. I seen pictures of the brother was showing that the women just doing all kind of crazy stuff, man. This is just sad. The things that they're doing. Look at 1 Corinthians 11 and 7. For a man that need not to cover his head, for as much he is the image and glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. See, the woman is the glory of the man. So, you know, but we had crowns and we had different bonnets and different things that we wore as priests in the scriptures. I'm about to go over that because somebody asked me about, well, why do I have a headpiece on or anything that's on my head? Because Hamashiach Yahushua is the head of the man. Like the man is the head of the woman. So going back to Hosea 4 and 7. So as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. And all women are shameful. Shame. Shame, shame on you. They eat up the sin of my people when they set their heart on their iniquity. Who could be the wicked? Like they got World Star. I think that's the name of it. See who can be the most wicked, do the most wicked acts, and filming it. World Star, hollering out World Star, then they go crazy, do all kind of stupid stuff. Our people are just, man, just done. Saying there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doings. That's what's going to happen to us. And that's what's happening to us. It's been happening, going to continue to happen because We don't want to follow the righteous way of the Most High. The Mashiach Yahushua said this in John 14 and 15. He said, if you love me, I love my Jesus, I love Yeshua, I love Mashiach Yahushua, I love Yahushua. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. His commandments is the law. 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Oh, that's commandments. I don't say the law. Well, let's find out if the commandments are the law. Proverbs 3 and 1. Proverbs 3 and 1. My son, forget not my law, but keep thine heart, but let thine heart keep my commandments. Read to you again. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. And if you do this, you keep the law, you keep the commandments for length of days. I'm going to give you length of days, verse 2. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Okay? Going into the Apocrypha. Baruch 4 and 1. I mean, it's all here. The Apocrypha are 14 books that the Protestants, not the Catholics, they have it in their Bible. It's in the original, just the original King James 1611 Bible right here. I can go in here and find Baruch. But see, what we're reading out is a revived version, King James 1611 Bible. But the original King James 1611 Bible, it has all 14 books of the Apocrypha in it. But most people don't know that because their preacher ain't told them, or their preacher ain't told them that. So they don't know yet. You know now, though, if you're hearing this message. Now let's go to Baruch, the 4th chapter, and the 1st verse. It's on page 105 if you have the Cambridge University Press Apocrypha. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. Here, I'll read to you again. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life. So he's telling you, if you keep the laws and the commandments of the Most High, you're going to come to everlasting life. No different than what Mashiach Yahushua said in St. John 14 and 6. And he answered and said, I am the way, to show you how to follow the law, which is the truth. Thy law is the truth. We just read that in Psalms 119, 142. To lead to everlasting life. Okay? Read to you again. Baruch 4 and 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. So you want death? You're going to get death. Let somebody tell you you ain't got to follow what the Most High say. They're telling you ain't got to follow what he say. But follow what I say. Follow what this world says. You know. He said, verse 2. Baruch 4 and 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. So what's this light? You got to bring it home so you understand that these precepts and the way the Most High have this going down is true. Proverbs 6:23. Proverbs 6 and 23. What is this light? For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. See? You want to be illuminated? Follow the laws of the Most High. The law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. It's all here. Isaiah 51. Isaiah 51. And 19. These two things are coming to thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? So if these two things come upon us, who's going to be sorry for us? desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Two things come upon thee. He said, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Most High, the rebuke of thy power, all hanging out at the storefront, the liquor stores and so forth. Every city. Hanging out in the street. Got all kind of gangs in every city. Killing each other. Like a wild bull in the net. You know, a bull in the net. You know, you've seen rodeos where they jump on, they be riding on the bull be bucking them and all that. Can you imagine putting a net on a bull? So they just wild, out of their minds, walking around with their pants hanging off their butt, their underwear showing. Now, I seen a brother had his pants all the way almost to his knees. Might as well not even have no pants on at all. Why they being laughed at? They got these other nations that's walking in a demeanor of not doing that, telling them to go to the medical school and learn how to do hip surgeries. Cause a lot of them have bad hips when they get older. They can walk wide. They don't walk normal. Cause they gotta walk a certain way. They can hold their pants up. But they gotta all the time hold their pants up. That's why when they run, when cat ran, somebody stole something from him, and he tried to run after and fell right on his face. That's why it says, verse 20, Isaiah 51 and 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. You can imagine putting a wild bull in a net? That sucker be bucking, going crazy. That's what he's saying, how the young men are, man. Fainted. Lying at all the heads of the street as a wild, this my turf. What kind of turf you have? You don't owe nothing.